Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you had a great morning this morning. It is Thursday morning, as always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to share with you today some recent CD finds, some box set finds, and some vinyl finds. I'll try and get through this quickly because that's a fair amount to show you, and I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible here, so I won't spend a lot of time talking about them, but I love everything I've got. So I just had to have this one. I've got everything on vinyl, up the first 10 albums at least. I've also got a couple of remastered CDs of their first 2 albums. Got a box set of Chicago, their first 10 studio albums. It does not include their live album, which I have on vinyl, their true fourth release. The 2002 edition, from 1969 to 1978. I kept the hype sticker there as well. So you got, and the first 3 studio albums are double albums, which is remarkable. Not too many. How many bands put out double albums in the first 2 or 3? So of course you got Chicago Transit Authority in here. Does anyone really know what time it is? Beginnings, question 67, 68. Freeform Guitars is a remarkable. All this, of course, the Terry Kath era, which is my favorite era of the band. After that, I stopped listening to them. Chicago 2, which is probably my favorite album. So 69 was Chicago Transit Authority. They had to change their name because the Chicago Transit Authority didn't like that too much. So they dropped down to Chicago with the logo. Chicago 2, 1970 release. Again, this one has also has 2 bonus selections, Make Me Smile and 25 or 64 single editions. Great album. One of the best. Chicago 3, another double album, which is remarkable. Double 3. More jazz and free form. But also with some folk and some a bit of country going on in here too. More improvised tracks. But yeah, great stuff. Again, another live album. And of course, Chicago 4, or their live album, which I have on vinyl. It's not included in this box set. Then you got Chicago 5. Remarkable album. Their first single album. Their 1972 release. And this one also has some bonus tracks on there as well. But yeah, this is a great album. And then we've got Chicago 6, their 5th studio album, their 6th release. There's the boys there. The first album with them on the front cover, actually. Again, a couple of bonus tracks on this one as well. But yeah, I should show you what the CDs look like as also. And then you got Chicago 7, back to a double album again. This one's got 1 bonus tracks on there, a rehearsal called Biblos. But this is a great album as well. And every CD kind of matches the cover. Chicago 8. We're getting into more ballady type of tracks. It's getting near the end. For my love of the band, still a great album. This one's got 3 bonus tracks on it as well. But of course, amazing stuff. This is Chicago 10, 1976 release. Okay. Again, this one's also have a couple of bonus tracks on it as well. And then you've got Chicago 11, the last to feature Mr. Terry Kath, as he accidentally shot himself, which was just an oops, a real stupid oops. He thought the gun wasn't loaded, but there was apparently a bullet in the chamber, And you know, he was doing whatever he was doing at that time, and that was it. He was gone. One of the best players ever in that era. Really rocked Chicago out, made them a rock and roll band over more of a horn-based band. He was the driving force for sure, and amazing, amazing vocals. And then finally, this is Hot Tracks, sorry, Hot Streets. I'm sorry, and with the Donnie Dagus as the new guitar player. Pardon me. I don't have this one on vinyl because I lost interest after Terry left, but it is part of the box set, and got one bonus track on here as well. But not a bad album. It's just not Chicago. So great box set, decent priced. Again, I had to have it because I am a fan of Chicago. But yeah, amazing stuff. And again, with the hype sticker, limited edition box set, 10 studio albums, over 150 songs from the legendary rock and roll band with horns, and remastered and expanded versions of their albums from Chicago 1 or Transit Authority right through to Hot Streets. So cool box set. Cool box set. Happy to have it in my collection. Again, even though I have most of most of the stuff on vinyl as well. Picked up this one. Had it delivered, I guess. This is Yes, Beyond and Before, the BBC recordings, 1969 to 1970. This is amazing, amazing stuff. Early Yes at their finest. Okay. 2 CDs. Okay. And featuring, again, BBC sessions at the time, Top Gear sessions, David Simon Show, David Lee Travis shows, Sunday Showcase, Johnny Walker Show, Top Gear again. Then there's 3 bonus tracks on here as well. It's a 2022 release. It's got Chris Squire, John Anderson, Bill Bruford, Tony Kaye, and Peter Banks on here as well. And it sounds good. Like, the production is really, really good on this one. But I'm really digging this. Really digging this. Awesome stuff. It's finally here. I've had 3 listens so far. I'm loving it more and more every time I listen to it. I will be doing a review on that probably Monday, maybe. Mirror to the Sky by Yes. Continuing on with our Yes theme here. Limited CD, a 2 CD Digipack, 23rd studio album from the legendary progressive rockers Yes, Steve Howe, Jeff Downes, John Davison, Billy Sherwood, Jay Skellen. Also includes 3 bonus tracks. This is a remarkable album. I'm loving it so far. Again, I'm on my 3rd listen. I want to give it a good listen before I do a review. And I'm trying to stay away from other reviews, even though I watched a couple. But there's the band there. John Davison does an amazing job trying to sound like John Anderson, but at the same time, he's his own artist. Steve Howe, of course, co-wrote most of the songs. Does some vocals on this one. Remarkable guitar work on every track. And again, I'm just going to try and save my feelings of this one till later. But I'll be listening to more of it today. Try and listen to it on my way to work and on the way home from work, just to prepare myself and kind of relax at the same time. But I'm so happy to have it. The vinyl wasn't out. I would have got the vinyl, but it wasn't released yet. Not till June in this area anyway. Another remarkable, yeah, this is a great release. This is Steve Hackett, Genesis Revisited Live, Seconds Out and More. This is a remarkable, remarkable album. Of course, Steve Hackett, amazing, amazing guitarist. Limited 2 DVD set, released September 2021. Sorry, released 2022, recorded 2021 in September. You've got the Blu-ray, and then you got CD1 and CD2. Yeah, Supper's Ready, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Isles of Plenty. This is just a great, great package by remarkable guitarist who does his own take on all this amazing, amazing music. And yeah, so happy to have this in my collection. I'll probably do a review of this one some point as well, but it's remarkable, remarkable stuff. It's so cool to see bands and artists still putting out amazing, amazing music. I did pick up 3 vinyl finds, and some of the greatest ones that I've had in a while. This is Van Morrison, Blowing Your Mind, the debut by the great Van Morrison. Of course, Larry Graves, Canadian Stud Muffin, just gave me a bunch of Van Morrison, so this is just going to add to my collection. 1967 release. It's on the Bang Records label, distributed by GRT of Canada, so it's a Canadian release. Of course, Brown Eyed Girl's the big hit on this one. TB Sheets, Spanish Rose, Goodbye Baby, Baby Goodbye, Rosie, Who Drove the Red Sports Car, Midnight Special. Remarkable stuff. Rolling Stone listed this one as the 40th essential albums of 1967. Yeah, cool stuff. And it's fantastic shape. You know, the cover's a little worn, but the vinyl itself is great. Great stuff. And that's important. You don't listen to the cover, but even so, the cover is still in decent shape for sure. Another one from Mott the Hoople. This is Wildlife. 3rd studio album by Mott the Hoople. 1971 release in the UK. This one is on the Island Records label. Mick Ralph, lead guitar. Mick Ralph, of course, went on to play with Bad Company. Ian Hunter on lead vocals, rhythm guitar and piano. Verdon Allen on organ. Pete Overend Watts on bass. And Dale Griffin on drums. You got Whiskey Woman, Angel of the 8th Avenue, Wrong Side of the River, Waterloo, Lay Down, Must Be Love, Original Mixed Up Kid, Home Is Where I Want to Be, and Keeping Up Knockin'. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. And a cool find as well. I've never seen this one in the wild before, so it's kind of cool to have this. It's more straight ahead rock than the glam rock that Mott the Hoople could be known for later on. But it's cool find. Cool find. And finally, this is my first time of this one, and I picked it up right away the minute I saw it. And this is Bloodwind Pig this is getting into this. Of course, this is an amazing British blues rock band founded in 1968, formed by Mick Abrams, who was the founding member of Jethro Tull and played on their first album. This was also Peter Banks, the original guitar player for Yes, is on this one. This is 1970 released, the second album. Peter Banks wasn't on this one. He joined after the release of this amazing, amazing album, but it's so good. So good, and happy to find it. It's in such great shape, and again, I've never seen this one in the wild. This is on the A&M Records label, and digging it. It sounds so good. So good. Happy to find this one. They didn't put out a lot of albums, but what they did put out was great. Was great. So there you have it, guys. Lots to share, but hope you enjoy. Hope you have the great rest of the day. Love you all. I'll be back again in a bit to show you more stuff, and probably do the review of the new Yes album, Mirror to the Sky. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.